Well, Ethan, the last international camp must feel like a lifetime ago because a lot has happened. You've had so much success with Leeds during that time. How motivated, how excited are you now to have some success with Wales?
Yeah, no, it's always that November to March always feels like a very long time. But since November, and we knew that these playoffs were coming around, our full focus was on this first game, and we're just glad that finally it's here. And we're just all looking forward to it.
We'll talk about Finland in a moment, but I've got to ask you about yesterday. Leeds, you moved to the top of the championship for the first time this season. Just how much of an extra boost, I guess, does that give you? And of course, the other three players that play with you going into this game on Thursday? Yeah,
of course. It's probably a good timing for it to happen. As you said, it's the first time I know we're level on points, but say goal difference, it's the first time that we're sitting in number one, so it's obviously a very nice feeling because we put a lot of hard work in. And like you said, for that to follow through and the momentum we can take into Thursday, I think is massive for us four especially. And everyone's been out and really playing, so I think just as a squad we're in a really good place. Because
looking back, Leicester at one point obviously had that 17-point advantage. The fact that you've wiped that out, that must be an incredible feeling.
Yeah, of course, there's still a long way to go, still maybe ups and downs, but from our point of view, we were all just trying to work to try and close that gap, and that's gap sort of closed now, but we know it's still a long way to go, and we know how hard that battle is going to be. But for now, it's full focus on, say, the game on Thursday, and then whatever can happen after that in the championship can happen after that.
Because I know obviously we spoke not that long ago, and the four of you touched on the fact obviously you guys are having an incredible season at the moment with Leeds. You've also got the guys at Ipswich, you've got Brooksy at Southampton. The fact that you've got a core group of this Wales team at the top of the championship at the moment, do you feel that makes a difference when it comes to playing for Wales? A
little bit of tension. No, I'm joking. I think whilst we're here, it's all full focus on Wales and Thursday. But like I said, when everyone's been playing, when everyone's in that rhythm, hopefully that's all it can do is help us on Thursday.
For yourself, Ethan, a potential 50th cap to come this week. Just how special does that feel?
Yeah, it'll be a very proud moment. I mean, we've seen a lot of players not a lot, but a few players recently who've reached that milestone, and it's a massive achievement. I think they all described it in positive ways when they reach their milestones, and it's the same for me. It'll be a very special moment for me and my family. Something that hopefully, if it can happen, something to look forward to.
There's so much talk about how young you are, how much you've achieved at just 23 years old. You know, the fact that 50th cap is just around the corner. How much do milestones like that, how much do they drive you? You know, you've been mentioned as a potential future captain for Wales. Most cap players, definitely a possibility as well. Are these things that you think about that motivate you?
Yeah and no. It's not something you think about in the everyday. Of course, everyone's got their dreams and aspirations, what they want to achieve throughout their career, but for right now, it's focusing on when that 50th one could be and trying to make sure that in that game I can play to the best of my abilities and enjoy the occasion. But I think definitely those sort of objectives can be looked at over a longer span. But for now, it's just Thursday.
Rob Page was speaking to the media last week, and someone asked him if he sees you as a future captain of Wales, and his answer was just absolutely. How good does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's very nice hearing the words. Obviously, it'd be a massive honour. I've been able to and had the privilege to wear the armband during the game before, and it was a massive honour. So if that was to happen in the future, then again, it'd be a massive honour. I'd be very proud to represent this amazing nation. But I mean, who knows? That might never happen, or it could be a long way away. But to hear that is nice.
Okay, let's talk about Thursday. And Ethan, we can't underestimate the magnitude of the game, of the occasion. How are you feeling ahead of the game?
Excited. We've been in, we've done it before. We know how good that feeling was at the end of the final whistle, and we just want to recreate that. We're all looking forward to Thursday. I think that's all our objective has been, is just focusing solely on Thursday. And yeah, it's just a shame it's Monday and it's not Thursday already. We're just so excited for it.
Yeah, because it's hard to believe it's been 2 years since that playoff game against Austria, and then obviously the historic game against Ukraine a couple of months later. How much do you think the fact that you guys have experienced that before, you've gotten over the line before, how much is that going to help you this week?
Yeah, we can take confidence from it. You know, we can try and manage the situation and the emotions around it. We can sort of strip all that back because we've been there, we've done it before, and just sort of try and take the emotion out of the game and just focus on the game itself, which I think having that preparation and having that mentality will only help in the game.
Because Paige mentioned last week, you know, he said these players, they're used to playing in high pressure games, they're used to delivering when they really need to. I guess some people might look back at, for example, those two games against Armenia where people were expecting you to win. How do you avoid any potential slip-ups on Thursday?
I mean, we know Finland are a great team. They've got a lot of quality players. Obviously, we play one at Leeds, so we know that they're a team full of good players. We know it's not going to be an easy game. They're going to be confident in themselves, and it's going to be two good teams trying to win the game.
The fact that you're at home as well, I know we talked about it when we came up to Leeds a few weeks ago. Joe Rodon said, you know, you can't underestimate just how important and how much of an extra boost it is that you guys will be playing at the Cardiff City Stadium. Yeah,
definitely. We were delighted that the draws and where the game is in favour of us. We know that we're going to have the crowd behind us throughout that 90 minutes. And yeah, we're just relishing another night to enjoy another night at Cardiff.
Finland, I think it was 2021 the last time Wales played against Finland. So what are you expecting from them? What kind of game are you expecting?
A tough game. We know they've got a lot of quality. We know that they can be ruthless and they can win the game. But you know, we're trying to focus on it from our side and put our qualities into the game and sort of stamp our dominance in the game. So yeah, it's going to be a tough game, but again, that we're looking forward to.
Glenn Kamara, any good luck messages from him this week at all? So I know you mentioned Daniel Farke tends to wind you up a little bit about it.
Yeah, no, me and Glenn, or me, Joe, Deej and Connor and Glenn, we had a little bit of banter throughout the week, but you know, at the end of the day, we're going to be against each other and we're both going to compete against each other. And yeah, you probably want that sort of last laugh, especially going back to Leeds. But I think put all that aside, we just want to win the game.